Well, this really is the global game. This is in Thessaloniki in Greece, where there are refugees watching El Clasico. How can that kid at the front stay asleep with all that racket?
No, he was actually sad, I think.
And not only that, there's a screening in New York with the likes of Raúl, and of course in Madrid, where those very lucky 80,000 souls are watching a game which is one apiece right now at the Estadio Bernabéu. We're in the middle of heavyweight week, which continues, of course. We're going behind the ropes with Vladimir Klitschko tomorrow, Sky Sports 1. Then it's Anthony Joshua's turn Tuesday, Sky Sports 1 at 7 p.m. We focus on the knockouts, of course. Joshua has had 18 in his 18 professional fights, and the countdown continues on Wednesday at 10 p.m. over on Sky Sports 2, and then back on Sky Sports 1 from 10:15. And there's much more Joshua versus Klitschko support programming available for you on demand. So the players are just about to emerge for the second half, and in fact Real Madrid are already on the pitch. Focus on Lionel Messi, might have indeed lost a tooth or two after that clash with Marcelo. And the combination play with Alcácer and Suarez, one of the real impressive facets of Barcelona's play in that first half, especially with Neymar suspended for this game, Thierry.
Well, they had to find a way, and Alcácer are going to give him a lot of credit, because for him to go back every time to make those two lines of four, and then when they are on the ball, he has to go up front with Suarez. They neutralize the back four, then they can dominate possession inside with their diamonds against their three inside. I'm sure that's what they're talking about right now, or maybe not.
Do you expect Casemiro to finish the game, Guillaume?
I don't think so. It's not that he's been targeted, but he actually has got too much to cover, and Messi has been going for him and for that space. Messi's having a fantastic first half at the moment, and Luis Enrique has been very cleverly fixing the centre-backs with the two centre-forwards, and Casemiro really doesn't know what to cover. There's too much for him.
1-1, and La Liga, the title, is pretty much at stake here. What have we got in the second half? Let's find out with Jerry and Will.
Thank you, David. Eyes down, seconds out. Here we go again. The high heartbeats have settled, and it's 1-1. Messi and Casemiro, the usual suspect and the unusual suspect, the scorers in the first half. The one man who will be hurting, of course, was Cristiano Ronaldo. He will want to score and get his name up in lights. He has them 4 times in the last 6 matches against Barcelona, but he's not really had too much of a sight of goal. They were naming the referee at the start of the second half, Senor Hernandez. He's got the toughest job in the world for 90 minutes this evening.
Well, it could be argued he should have sent Casemiro off for the second challenge. It's definitely a bookable offence, Rob, but I think he's walking a very thin tightrope at the moment as Jordi Alba pushes forward.
Well, he bumps into Luka Modric, who could never be described as a hard man. We mentioned him before, how Modric has really impressed this season. Back in 2012, when he signed for Real Madrid, he was voted their worst signing of the summer by Marca, the daily sports paper. Now they laud him. Piqué to Lionel Messi. Oh, slips past Ramos and Casemiro. Carvajal. Now, Asensio, the replacement for Gareth Bale. Asensio continues the run. Benzema on the outside. Oh, Benzema can't get there, but that was because just a step of him ahead of him was Gerard Piqué. That was a brilliant run, and that was top-class defending.
Wonderful defending. How do we put out 2 at the far post, one of them Ronaldo. Look at this run from Marco Asensio, the young Majorcan striker. He gets forward. Great ball in. That's great defending from Piqué. Piqué has to get that one right. Look at that. Tap in for Benzema or Ronaldo.
Toni Kroos with the corner. Suarez with a header. Messi as well. Not bad is it having those two in your defence. Carvajal. Just had to delay things to allow, of all people, Sergio Ramos to check himself onside. Nice turn from Dani Carvajal. Modric. Driver hand. Fullback to fullback. Marcelo. He's had an excellent week, and we know what he can do as he dances with Rakitic. And a swinger from Kroos. And another important save from Ter Stegen.
Well, he knows all about Toni Kroos, doesn't he? That's a super strike. And he's made 3 or 4 very important stops. This one, right hand, that's just creeping inside the post. Good save.
Marcelo teases it in. Knocked on again by Busquets. Same format as the first half.
Yeah,
it's Real Madrid who come out of the traps quickly.
Yeah, and they put pressure on the opposition and getting people pushing forward. They want to get the next goal.
Casemiro. Umtiti's interception. Just enough to divert it away.
Well, it's a typical one for Umtiti to deal with because he can't afford to let it go across. This is a strike from Toni Kroos.
We saw it late.
Well, Piqué was in the way. That's an excellent save. That's gone inside the post, Rob.
Marcelo. Kroos. Oh, just over the head of Cristiano Ronaldo, who does have the greatest spring in football.
Well, there was 2 of them at the far. Sergio Ramos was one and Ronaldo was the other. And had the ball been lower, one of the 2 of them would have put it in. Taken quickly, lovely little short corner, changed it. There it is. Ramos and Ronaldo, both of them at the far post. And I think Ramos is saying he was pushed.
He got
Not enough for me there.
A little cuddle, didn't he, from
Busquets.
his Spanish teammate Busquets?
Yeah, I think so.
Here is Busquets. Rattled by Benzema.
Well, he's making a bit of a meal of it, Busquets, isn't he?
That's one of those eye-watering injuries, Jerry.
Yeah. Catches the back of his leg, definitely catches the back of his leg.
Supporters getting behind Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He's got a hat-trick in midweek, but at times 1 or 2 supporters supposedly whistling, which is quite unbelievable given what he's done for the club. Well, it's a brilliant ball from Iniesta. Jordi Alba, you're right. Jerry was raising his arm. You couldn't see that in TV land. It was in unison with that man there.
I know they don't put the flag up until they're actually touching the ball, and you can see there he's offside, Rob. Senor Hernandez is asking it to be retaken. It's been taken too quickly.
He's the man who had the unfortunate headlines earlier in the season when Barcelona dropped points against Real Betis. A goal that wasn't given. It's gone down in history as the ghost goal.
Well, it wasn't his fault, Robin. It's just down to the linesman for me, and it was 2 feet over the line that did the game. I can't blame the referee, as I say. The linesman was the one who was in the right position to give the decision and didn't give it. Marco Asensio losing possession.
Ter Stegen plays a dangerous game. That's the game you have to play if you're a Barcelona goalkeeper. That's Victor Valdez or Claudio Bravo. Asensio. Toni Kroos.
Too far. Asking too much of him there. But I was saying Asensio, when he gave the ball away, he chased it all the way back to Ter Stegen. Look at that.
What's a dreadful clearance by Ter Stegen, puts the pressure back on his team. Benzema and Ronaldo. Benzema, brilliant run from the Frenchman. And it was Sergio Roberto digging in. Busquets. That midfield, there's no place for the faint-hearted.
Well, again, Sergio Ramos is asking the question. He doesn't want to get booked for talking back to the referee, but was it a free kick? Because it looked like Busquets had lost possession, and that's the argument. Zinedine Zidane said that in the first half, and he's given it away. There's no challenge, he's already gone down. That's my argument as well. You can't give a free kick if it's not there.
Well, he rolled out of the challenge, Busquets. I think he knew what was coming. Well, the Barcelona supporters, the diehards, will claim that Casemiro should have gone off. I would imagine that most neutrals, Jerry, though, are going to say that it's better to have 11 aside
I know, Rob, but I'm not being funny. This is a huge game for Barcelona, and it should have been 2 yellow cards. You can't change that. I think the referee's got it wrong.
Sergio Roberto. Here's Kroos. Casemiro. Marcelo makes an excellent run. Benzema's in there. Oh, what a save by Ter Stegen. Cutting reflexes from the German.
Yeah, pure reflexes, Rob. You're spot on. He can't believe it. Karim Benzema cannot believe it. What a great run from Marcelo onside. Good ball in. He sees the run, puts it in. Glancing header. What? Left foot. Just spreads himself. You know, jumping jack's the star, and he spreads himself really well. Brilliant save.
Toni Kroos. Once again, Suarez who's stationed there. Carvajal. He's somewhat of a folk hero in these parts, Danny Carvajal.
Well, we'd like him to score for historic reasons and statistic reasons.
Well, he's the only player who hasn't scored in LaLiga for Real Madrid this season. 19 players have, which is a joint LaLiga record. If they get him on the score sheet, they would create a record.
Yeah, I was talking about their bench as well, Rob. 44 goals they've scored on the bench, and that's more than 7 La Liga clubs this season. That's the bench of Real Madrid, with Morata and co and Isco, and oh, it's hit the heel of Benzema.
Piqué. Busquets. Messi. Alba. Andres Iniesta. They've kept him fresh since Christmas. Iniesta hasn't played back-to-back games starting since January. He's only started 8 out of the last 23 games.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can do 90 minutes now, Rob. I think you're right. Good anticipation, Marcelo. Excellent anticipation there.
I mean this in the nicest possible way about Iniesta. He's strolling around midfield. He's intelligently conserving energy.
Yep. Well, that's a super play.
Well, that was perfection, wasn't it? It was the perfect cross. It was the excellent glancing header from Benzema, and it was a world-class save from Ter Stegen.
He's made 3 or 4 of those tonight. He's kept Barcelona in the game.
Rakitic. Jordi Alba. Rakitic touch. Alcacer's big chance! And Keylor Navas to Real Madrid's rescue.
What a chance.
You can't blink in this game. Iniesta. Messi.
Oh, no, that's a good tackle. This is the pressure they put on a referee now. Watch this one, Rob. And Marcelo knows, everybody knows what is going on.
Well, the referee gave an interview this week where he said he hopes that he minimises his mistakes.
That was
the first big mistake he's made.
Perfect chance. This is the opportunity. Lovely little touch. Falls into the path of Alcácer, and he toe pokes it and should have scored. But you're right. Keylor Navas, right foot, makes the save. Well, there's plenty of intrigue in this match. There's lots to talk about. We try and stay as impartial as possible, but I think Casemiro should have been sent off for the second challenge, but that wasn't a free kick, that wasn't a foul. There's Rakitic over the ball with Messi.
It is Messi. It's un-Messi-like.
He knows that. He knows he can do better. Looking at a bit of activity on the bench there, Rob, as we looked at this opportunity again. I think he should have done better on that, for me.
He rushed it, didn't he?
He
Paco
did.
Alcácer.
That's a rush of blood, panic, and getting an opportunity like that, maybe to win the match. And
Rakitic, Busquets, Messi. Suarez makes an angle for him into the stride of Suarez.
First touch, Rob. Great run, good ball from Messi. First touch let him down. Well, mistakes being made at both ends now, getting sloppy again. And I'm looking at Mascherano, who's being asked to sort of warm up. I don't know if they're going to bring him on, Rob, but
well, the onus is on Barcelona to win the game. It wouldn't be too damaging for Real Madrid a point. It would keep the gap to 3, and they would have the extra game. And of course, it comes down to the head-to-heads possibly at the end of the season. Long way to go yet, though. Suarez, the defending Carvajal, corner Barcelona.
Yeah. Well, this is the run, and watch him. He's just level. First touch is heavy. The keeper's out quick, and Luis Enrique knows he needed a better first touch there. Corner kick though. PK's come up, Umtini's come up.
Everybody back for Real Madrid. Oh, tremendous save. It's Piqué who threw himself at it, and Navas who makes his second stunning save of the second half. Wow. Bernabeu was stunned by that.
Oh, let's have a look at this. That's a bullet header. Brilliant reflexes once again. Both the goalkeepers now showing top class saves. Super reflexes.
Keylor Navas's future is always under scrutiny with David De Gea, regularly linked with Real Madrid. They've got to sign the Galactico at some point, and he's the one that the press believe may be coming. Remember, Keylor Navas almost went to Manchester United a couple of transfer windows ago. Had it not been for a faulty fax machine, they would have done the swap. He's one acrobatic goalkeeper. Cross. Carvajal. He gets the cross in. Ter Stegen is there.
Very reliable goalkeeper, Ter Stegen. Oh, this is another angle. Bullet header. Top drawer header from Piqué. He can't believe he hasn't scored. Small margins, Rob, in games like this.
Piercing whistles from the Real Madrid supporters. Iniesta. Sergio Roberto. Mascherano down on the touchline, and Andre Gomez have been.
Gomez is the other one.
Both been told to go through their stretching routine.
Well, if you're looking for to win the match, I would think. Would they not have Arda Turan? Is he not anywhere near match fit? But if he's not, he shouldn't be on the park. He shouldn't be. He'll be on the bench. But
Real Madrid have countered that down below by asking Kovacic to prepare to come on. Maybe a game of tactical chess going on between the two managers.
Well, Real Madrid are giving the ball away too cheaply at the moment. They're looking very vulnerable, I think. An opportunity now for Barcelona to force home an advantage. And they're looking a little bit tired too. Mistakes being made by both sets of players. Tough schedule, April. Champions League games, home and away. And 7 La Liga fixtures in 28 days. That's a foul. A late challenge there as well. After the whistle had gone.
Dani Carvajal is very upset with Luis Suarez. He's clearly not accepting his apology.
Well, somebody's ripped the shirt off Luis Suarez. That's his argument. He said he's been pulling the shirt off, mate. The referee having a word with both of them.
Good to see that, isn't it? The referee calmed it down, and they settled it with a handshake.
Well, he's had a wee bit of a kick out afterwards, so that's what he has to be careful with.
Petulant between the pair, wasn't it?
Oh, that's a chance.
Offside.
Wow. Have a look at this again, Rob. He's trying to step up. They're taking real gambles, and Marco Asensio is trying to beat the offside trap, and he came very close there.
There's Carvajal. Nice darting left and right. Supporting man is Modric. Modric back to Carvajal. Carvajal. Let him run into the maze.
That's why he hasn't scored a league goal this season, Rob. His touch let him down. Rush of blood. Here's Marcelo.
Marcelo gets around. Rakitic, good cross in. Emergency action taken by Alba.
Super defending. That's a really good ball from Marcelo. Jordi Alba does brilliant. There's Cristiano Ronaldo poaching at the far post. Watch this play. He just goes round the back of Jordi Alba, and he knows he has to get a touch on it, or Ronaldo's in. Now have a look at that Arsenio.
Yeah.
When the ball was played, he was onside. It's another one of those decisions, and they're taking risks.
Kroos' corner. It's a recurring theme that Suarez keeps winning those headers. Modric. Kroos. Marcelo. He's going to have to go backwards to go forwards. Not really in his nature. He's Brazilian. He's Brazilian.
He is Brazilian, but he got away with that one. Paco Alcácer nearly picked his pocket. Here we go.
Modric. Ronaldo was the intended target. Piqué. Sergio Roberto. Marcelo puts the pressure on his keeper, Keylor Navas, and he takes out the insurance policy. No risk.
No risk is right, Rob. He's done the right thing.
Rakitic. Umtiti. Iniesta. Now Rakitic. A wasteful cross. Iniesta to Messi. It's like cat and mouse, Casemiro and Lionel Messi, isn't it? At times tiger and mouse. Messi. Ramos to Casemiro.
That's clever
Certainly
play.
been a prominent player in this game.
Wow, that's clever play. He got a touch on it and waited for the challenge from Paco Alcácer and goes down. Oh, super play, Marcelo.
To Kroos. Brilliant ball for Toni Kroos. Asensio. Digs it in. Ronaldo!
Oh.
We all know what he had in mind.
Well, escape the victory, I think it was, wasn't it? A good ball in from Marco Asensio, and he could have. I think he could have went with it with his head, but he was determined to get the volley in. You can see he's backing off here.
He doesn't want to score an ordinary goal.
No. Oh, that's a difficult skill. Oh, here we are. Suarez.
Alba. Modric.
That's interesting.
Benzema.
That's very interesting.
Asensio. It's the youngster. He's got a big chance here. Pass it on to Ronaldo! He wants the ground to swallow him up with the whole world watching.
Wow. Wow. Doesn't miss many like that normally. Cristiano Ronaldo, what a great piece of play on the counter-attack. Karim Benzema, Marco Asensio shows that pace I was telling you he's got, Rob. Lovely turn of pace. He outstrips everybody, puts it in front. Well, it's slightly behind, but he should have hit the target. He's got to score there, Rob. What a chance.
Well, some players go into a sulk. You know that Cristiano Ronaldo will not do that. That's going to hurt him. Iniesta. Oh, there's Suarez. Top class once more from Keylor Navas.
Wow, wow, wow.
Adding to his collection of saves.
end-to-end stuff we've got here, Rob. Both sides should have scored. Good play, Andres Iniesta. Outside of the right foot, into the path of Luis Suarez. Great technique to get his knee up and over the top of the ball. And reflex save from Keylor Navas. Brilliant.
What a wonderful exhibition. World-class ball. Tremendous volley. Incredible save. Messi. Marcelo takes it off. This is not a game that's good for fans of a nervous disposition. Rakitic. Carvajal
As well. Toni Kroos is just slacking a bit for me, Rob. I don't know if he's run out of steam.
Gets around. Casemiro, Messi. The one man who's standing between Barcelona and a goal at the moment is the excellent Keylor Navas. Ronaldo collides with Umtiti.
Yeah, I think Toni Kroos should be doing a lot more in the middle of the park. He's not doing enough for me, and that's maybe why Casemiro's overloaded. That's a great strike. Good height for the keeper. You expect him to save that. But this one, I thought...
Well, had he finished it, the decision may have been a big one for the assistant referee on the far side. It did appear when the ball was played that Ronaldo was slightly ahead of him.
Well, maybe.
It also appeared that Cristiano Ronaldo was always going to score.
Well, they usually get one offside goal a game, don't they? As Bayern Munich.
Jerry.
This is great goalkeeping.
Well, 20 minutes almost gone in the second half, and Andre Gomez is thrown on for Paco Alcacer. Casemiro, who did say didn't think he'd go the full 90 minutes, is taken out of the mix, and Kovacic comes on. They couldn't risk one more loose challenge from the Brazilian, who's kept things tight in midfield and scored that Real Madrid goal, of course. Sergio Roberto to Suarez. Rakitic. It's from Toni Kroos. Luka Modric. Tremendous ball to Stegen has to commit.
Does well.
Sweeps and keeps.
Does very well.
A bit of extra space in midfield as these two teams readjust to their managers' thinking. Barcelona sacrificing a striker for a midfield player. Then the Iniesta will go play as part of a front three. This is great from Marcelo. Good cross. Jordi Alba deep in concentration. Busquets. There was a question being asked by the Real Madrid supporters regarding a handball. Busquets. Umtiti. 81,000. The official attendance at the Bernabeu this evening. There were actually unsold seats, but they were in the Barcelona section. Jordi Alba. Gomez. Just introduced to the game. It was a disappointing cross by Andre Gomez. Messi gets stuck in. This is Kovacic, who brings a different dimension to the Real Madrid midfield. Asensio playing the Gareth Bale role. Ronaldo makes an angle for him. Asensio! All went for the elements of surprise, and Ter Stegen follows rule number one of goalkeeping: never get beaten at your near post.
Well, he almost was. That was very close. Great strike from the young Majorcan player. Hits the target, forces another good save. We've seen some excellent goalkeeping, Rob, in this second half. That's why we haven't had any goals.
It's a game that never needs hype, and it's living up to the historical value. The 174th El Gran Clasico. What's in the final chapter? This is Jordi Alba. Lionel Messi. Rakitic. Teases Real Madrid. Tries to find the gap. Rakitic!
Oh, what a goal.
Stunning goal! Patience pays off! And you can see what it means to Luis Enrique.
Wow. That has stunned the crowd here at the Bernabeu. It's his 8th goal of the season, Rob. That's his best goal of the season, I'll tell you. It's going to keep the league title ahead. Comes from nothing, inside on his left foot, looking for the far corner. Absolute superb. Curling it with his left foot, that's brilliant. Oh, take a bow, Rakitic. 2-1 to Barcelona, and the league title is still up for grabs.
We have Liga. Well, it was perfection. It had to be. To sneak it past Keylor Navas, who has been in world-class form. Luis Enrique leaps off the bench like he's scored a goal in a Clásico, which he has done, of course.
It's the only place it can go in. Absolute top drawer. And there's a disconsolate Keylor Navas, Ronaldo, but they've got 17 minutes left to save it.
Away goes Cristiano Ronaldo. Draws PK. Corner. Oh, this is intriguing. I'm aware there's a great series on television tonight, but that's what Sky Plus is made for. Keep your eyes on this one.
You can't miss it.
Over the hero in a line of duty here. Toni Kroos. Keeper stays on his line. It's headed away by PK. Modric goes on the outside of Umtiti. PK's header. Kovacic. Carvajal to Marcelo. What's the big specs in the Barcelona defence? Ronaldo! Oh. Looks like Ronaldo, not finishing like Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's a huge mistake in the Barcelona defence here. Oh, there's at least 2 offside. At least 2 offside. That would have been controversial.
Well, Real Madrid have specialised in dramatic late goals. Scored the 90th minute last week against Sporting Gijón. The game before that, of course, was the 77th minute against Bayern Munich. Into a frantic final 15 at the Estadio Bernabeu. The previous meeting between these two sides was decided right at the death when Ramos scored. Modric. Modric taking on a more prominent role now. Kroos. Modric. Now it's Barcelona's turn to sit back and to absorb. Toni Kroos. Modric.
Well, it's a back 6 for Barcelona at the moment, Rob.
That's an obstacle, and the other obstacle is winning over the Real Madrid supporters. As it stands, Barcelona will go level with Real Madrid at the top of the table. And if it came down to the head-to-heads at the end of the season, the goal-to-goal difference in Spain, it's the head-to-heads. Barca would have the advantage. Real Madrid, though, do have that game in hand against Celta, whose eyes are firmly fixed on the Europa League and Manchester United. Benzema quickens the pace. PK is there. Rock-like figure for Barcelona. Oh, Messi. It's one of those tackles where Ramos had committed himself to the ball. Oh, straight red. Ramos is off.
Goodness.
Well, the referee didn't even consider that. He turned it, he was about to speed past him, and Ramos had committed himself. And for the second season in a row, Sergio Ramos is sent off against Barcelona by the same referee.
Well, he has these rash moments, Rob, and he has thrown himself in. My first thoughts were it was probably a yellow, but let's have a look, see. I think he's right, because he does go in two-footed, Rob. He's every right to set him off. That's a two-footed, that's a really rash challenge. And if he makes proper contact, he could have broke his leg.
I'll do my best, Jerry, to play devil's advocate, but
that's a yellow. That's a red card.
There's no defence for Sergio Ramos. When you see it in slow motion, and you'll see the referee was in the frame of the picture as well.
Yeah.
He had a good view. He gave himself half a second to think about it. And Sergio Ramos is dismissed.
It's a red card for me. Two-footed challenge, dangerous play. Don't think the referee had any choice.
I'll tweet you later. Ramos and Piqué do have a social media presence together. I don't think he's inviting him for a half a lager in the players' bar, Jerry.
Well, the result stays like this.
I think my red cards are up to date, and I make that the 22nd red card of Sergio Ramos' career.
Yeah. Don't know anybody else has had any more, do you?
And Messi has recovered, which was almost sawn in half. Kovacic nervously gives the ball away.
This is the goal. What a great goal it is as well. Top door strike from Rakitic. Puts Barcelona firmly in the driving seat.
And Ramos has rarely been away from the headlines this season, mainly for the good reasons. But this evening, he is the villain of the piece.
We know he won't be scoring last-minute equalisers.
Messi. And there's Iniesta. Busquets. To Gomez. Oh, brilliant ball by Suarez. Andre Gomez. Piqué's in the centre-forward position. Piqué! Keylor Navas keeps this game alive.
Another brilliant save from Keylor Navas. Piqué will feel he should have scored. He's had a header save. And have a look at that 1-2 from Suarez and Andre Gomez. Wasn't sure the pass was great, but it was. That's a brilliant piece of goalkeeping. Keylor Navas spreads himself really well and saves it.
Yes,
look at this,
Ronaldo. Ronaldo slips. Gerard Piqué.
James Rodriguez is stripped and ready to come on. I don't know who for.
Busquets. Suarez to Messi. It's 3-on-2 in their favour. No, Kovacic is taking one for the team.
Yeah, yellow card.
Well, they're not disputing the foul, they're disputing at the other end of the field that they should have had a corner. This is where they went toe-to-toe. Zidane was about to make the change, and Ronaldo was right, it should have been a corner.
Yeah, it was a corner. I had no argument about that, Rob. But the linesman can't give it if he doesn't see it, and he obviously hasn't seen it. And the referee can't give it out either. But it's Benzema who comes off. It's Benzema's come off for Rodriguez.
Iniesta. Well, quite often the supporters question the substitutions of Zinedine Zidane when they're made. Not always when they see the final outcome, but they've taken off the centre forward and brought on a creative mind in James Rodriguez. And it cost them €80 million from Monaco.
Clever play, Sergio Busquets. Really clever play to win that free kick.
Messi. He's been in menacing form, Lionel Messi. Keylor Navas.
I think he's made more saves now than Ter Stegen, Rob. And I'm saying something, he didn't make a save in the first 30 minutes.
He's certainly not losing his powers, Lionel Messi.
Well, that man turns on a sixpence, gets past Toni Kroos and then unleashes that shot.
I think we said in a goal of his a few years ago, he was at the peak of his powers, how wrong we were. He's never peaked, he just continues, he flatlines.
7 minutes to go. A lot to do. Free kick given away. A lot to do for Real Madrid. Marcelo Fod's Rakitic.
Evening up a little bit. Stegen's made 9 saves, but Keylor Navas has made the more spectacular saves. Rakitic with the free kick. PK is up there, wins the header. Umtiti supported him as well. Means there's a gap for Real Madrid to exploit. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Marcelo is to the left-hand side. Marcelo flies it over the top. There's the freshest man on the field, James Rodriguez. James Carvajal. It's time for Real Madrid. 10-man Real Madrid to gamble.
Oh, that took a deflection. Strike from James Rodriguez from outside the box. Once again, Ter Stegen in the right place.
Well, James Rodriguez was the must-have player after the World Cup finals of 2014. Captain of Colombia, took them to 3rd place, was the leading scorer in that edition. Real recruited him from Monaco, but he has never fully flourished here. If he could get the equalising goal, he would write his name in the history books. We said before, this game may be how Luis Enrique is defined. The Vultures have been vacating their nests again in recent weeks, especially after their dismissal from the Champions League. You couldn't say he was a successful manager if he won the Spanish FA Cup and LaLiga again. Toni Kroos, Marcelo. Hits with hope. Brilliant run! Tremendous goal! It is James Rodriguez who does write his name in the history books.
Well, you said it, Rob, 2 minutes ago. 10-man Real Madrid, 5 minutes to go. And he gets in at the near post and puts it in. That's a fabulous goal. It's his 7th goal of the season for James Rodriguez. And I don't think he's going to score a more important goal than that. Really massive, massive goal for Real Madrid. Piqué wants to get on with it. Well, Toni Kroos' ball is good, but the ball and the run is even better. Nobody picking him up. He comes from the far post position, Rob, and nobody picks him up for Real Madrid or for Barcelona. He's run at least 8 or 9 yards unmarked, and he slots it in past Ter Stegen. Oh, if only Barcelona could defend. And you think of the saves Ter Stegen's already made in this game to keep them in the match. Wow, wonderful goal.
What we will say, quite often Zinedine Zidane makes a change which isn't obvious to the untrained. Many in the stadium would have thought it should be Isco. Certainly most would have thought it was Morata. But he brings on James, and some may say he's a lucky general, but he's a general that knows
his players.
His army, doesn't he?
Yeah, he knows his players.
He wins the battle. Will he win the war? They're going for the winner. Asensio cuts inside. James doesn't get it. Gets it now from Ronaldo. James across. Barcelona scrambling, and now it's Ter Stegen who's in the line of duty.
I just think they're finishing poor, Real Madrid. I think they've had some really top drawer opportunities, and they haven't done well. There's a free kick. Looks like he's caught him accidentally there. The referee's right, but the fans are trying to get him booked. And if he leaves that, Ronaldo leaves it, I think James has gone on to strike that with his left foot. He gets 2 bites to the cherry. First one was squaring it, the second one he went for goal. That one was to put somebody else in. And they're really not taking their chances, and Messi catches him accidentally. You can see clearly it's an accident. Not that they don't want to get him booked here. Wow, what a game, Rob. It's been absolutely brilliant. And are we going to see another twist or turn in the final couple of minutes?
2.5 scheduled minutes remain, and a game you'd never want to end. You can see what is quite rightly billed as the greatest fixture in club football. TT to PK. Barcelona need the winning goal. A point will be suffice for Real Madrid to keep their 3-point advantage at the top of the table. Gomez gives it away. Kovacic trying to shake him off. Ronaldo. James backing him up. Ronaldo with his trademark step over. James. Marcelo tries to come in unnoticed. He gets the cross in. Now Ter Stegen.
He's done well, Marcelo, to get in there. He's trying to cut it back, but now Barcelona have a chance to break the other end. And both these teams play brilliant football. They both want to get forward. They both want to score goals, which is what we want.
It is like two heavyweights, isn't it? In the final seconds of a world-class bout, just slugging away at each other here. The legs have maybe collectively gone.
It's a great ball. Here's Asensio.
It's the youngest man on the pitch. Asensio! Oh. Ter Stegen.
Still in
play.
Kicks
it out. It's still in play. The danger won't go. Asensio's in there. Oh, and Ronaldo had a chance to win it, but even he couldn't turn himself inside out to get the winning goal.
Well, we've had a feast of football. There's been so much great play, both sides, both wanting to attack. This young player, Marco Asensio's done brilliant again, near post. He's trying to beat him, and another great save from Ter Stegen.
Iniesta. Calm here from Barcelona. What their supporters want is a storm. It's over the head of Lionel Messi. Marcelo knocks it back. All eyes any second now can be on the fourth official down on the touchline. How long has he been told to add?
Hard cool as Marcelo. Cushioned header down to 10 men in the last minute of the game in the derby. Really do get entertained here on the Clásico, Rob. It's been fantastic.
Two minutes.
Not much. Seems too little to me.
Will seem a long time to those of a Real Madrid persuasion. It will seem too short for those who have the Barcelona colours. Both can't find Suarez. He's largely been a spectator in this game.
Well, both sides will feel they should have and could have won it. Both sides have had great opportunities at either end and haven't taken them.
Time after time, when Zinedine Zidane has been questioned about James Rodriguez, he's said that his time will come. And this is the day that his time did come. 23rd of April 2017, the most significant goal that he's scored for Real Madrid.
He comes off Jordi Alba at the far post. That's where he comes from. Jordi Alba, he makes a run to the near post. He's unmarked. And, well, that's what it means to Keylor Navas. It's a fabulous finish, really top drawer on his favourite left foot. Oh, Messi's so despondent, they can't believe it.
Well, you do feel for Luis Enrique and his team, leading until the death again, and another late dramatic goal from Real Madrid.
Great run, Sergio Roberto.
This is where the extra man is paying off for Barcelona. One final roll of the dice. Can they hit the jackpot? Gomez, Jordi Alba, Lionel Messi!
Oh my goodness!
Lionel Messi does it again. He's superhuman. Oh, Lionel Messi has just exploded La Liga into life. Another chapter in the incredible story of this little man.
Oh my goodness, you cannot write the script for this, Rob. This is unbelievable stuff. Look at the faces of the Real Madrid fans and the Real Madrid players. Unbelievable. It's blown the league wide open.
His 500th goal for Barcelona is possibly the most significant one. How much is that shirt worth?
He's going to get booked, but he don't care. He's got to get booked.
Book me, jail me, handcuff me. He doesn't care what they do to him tonight. Extract his teeth. He has scored the goal.
What a run from Sergio Roberto. This is brilliant, Rob. From right back spot, good engine. And he starts it all off. And then the ball's played out wide. Andre Gomez, he plays in Jordi Alba, cuts it back, and then watch this from Messi. What a finish. That's his 47th goal of the season, Rob. And he is the best.
He's the best there is. He's the best there ever has been. Possibly the best there ever will be. As those Real Madrid defenders that were left in his trail there, he has taken Barcelona level with Real Madrid at the top of the table in an instant of magic. The slightest of gaps, the biggest of goals from Lionel Messi. 500 up for him. And this is how it started, Jerry, from deep inside the half.
But they never give up, and this is the 91st minute and maybe a couple of seconds added on, and you've got players still pushing forward, wanting to win it. That's the belief they have. Barcelona want to believe that they can score more goals than the opposition. It's been a fabulous game, both sides trying to win it, but there's the man who won it, Lionel Messi. He has been absolutely superb.
Black eye, missing teeth, and a shirt that is going to go in the club museum forever. He's got the winning goal yet again.
Breathless, pulsating, frenetic, dramatic. No adjective can do justice to what we have seen at the Estadio Bernabeu this evening. Real Madrid thought that they had a point that could have probably guaranteed them the La Liga title. 3 points clear, game in hand. But the Madridistas stunned into silence at their home ground, and the embraces and the celebrations and the smiles on the faces of the Barcelona players. Penny for the thoughts of Dani Carvajal, my goodness. Oh, to be a Real Madrid player tonight. Well, this is what it means for the title race. It is very much game on. Barcelona now level